How's it going, guys? I'm going to do a quick review of kind of what you get and what to expect with this Hobbyking Micro J3 Piper Cub. Purchased from Hobbyking for $39. That was also as a ready to fly, so all you have to do is drop your own receiver in it and your own battery and you're good to go. Servos are pre-installed and stuff like that. The motor's in there. This plane is a little bit bigger than the parkzone version. The parkzone one is a couple inches shorter on the wingspan, a tiny bit lighter, but the parkzone one doesn't have ailerons, and this plane does. So that's one thing that's very nice. I've seen people jimmy rig up their parkzone ones to put ailerons on it, and they kind of end up looking crappy when you do that because it just doesn't look natural. You've got to cut the wings and hinge it and all that. So this is kind of a better design in a way. Some things I don't like about it: battery compartment. Battery compartment is very, very small. You can only fit a 500 milliamp an hour battery in here. It's not a big deal. I have a zippy pack in there, and then you gotta actually tweak the opening a little bit to get that in there. You know, it's a lot of shoving. Another thing I don't love about it, okay, to get the receiver out, which is a tight fit also, you take this screw out, and that's all fine and dandy, but these struts, you have to basically rip it and re-glue it every time you put the receiver in and out. So I ended up actually just leaving one off. I got one on here just to kind of show you guys. As you can see, that it's a lot more rigid with it. I don't think they're completely necessary because this thing is so light. I'll put what it weighs in at with the battery in the specs for the video, or the info. The motor is on springs, which is nice, so if you smash that into something, then you're not going to break anything there besides your prop. It comes with an extra prop, which is nice. And you know, for $40, considering it comes with the servos, the motor, everything, pretty impressive. I haven't had any issues with it. I have a video of me flying it I'm going to be posting up for you guys too, which is nice. One thing not too great about it is there's only one aileron servo, and it's got the two cables that wrap around, and you can feel that puts a little bit of drag on it. It's really okay though, you know, but probably would have been better to have two separate servos, which most of my other planes have. It's got plenty of throw on the control surfaces. Plenty of rudder and stuff. It's got nice aggressive control to it. Really, it's pretty slow, but you know, that's kind of a good thing for what it's for, because it's basically for indoor flying, and you can fly it outside, but it has to be 100% wind free outside. I can't stress that enough, okay? The first time I went to fly this thing, it was a little windy out, and I said, screw it, I'll try it anyway. I pretty much ended up almost losing the plane because the wind just took it away from me, and I couldn't land it somewhere where I could see it, and I ended up searching for it for a long time in order to get it back. That wasn't good. Only issue I've really had with it so far, durability wise, the rear wheel fell off today somewhere. I don't know. I mean, I was taking it off on a really rough surface, and I probably should have glued that or something, so not a big deal. I'm kind of pissed about that. The rear wheel I'm sure with the high def you'll be able to see this. The rear wheel does steer, and it's actually a pretty decent design too. If you can see that, this is actually pretty strong. The rear wheel has a little bit of suspension to it almost, and it pivots on the actual frame, not on the tail. You get what I'm saying? So that's pretty impressive little design there. I like that the servo horns are on the top. They're up out of the way of any potential damage when you're coming in contact with the ground. The gear pops right out. Pretty cool. If you're gonna maybe belly land it. I don't really see the point in taking this off though, because your prop's gonna contact the ground when you land if you do that. But whatever. This is a fully charged battery. I'll give it a little gas right now to kind of. It's got quite a bit of lift. Pretty decent. The decals are actually stickers. You gotta apply those yourself. Whatever. No big deal. Takes probably about an hour to put together. Pretty simple overall. Really the time-consuming part is putting the stickers on right. You have to do a little bit of gluing. You glue this tail section on, just the expectable stuff. So there's not really much you can say about such a small plane. You know, it's got a small battery compartment. At 40 bucks for what it comes with, you really can't beat it in any way. But like I said before, the biggest negative of it is the fact that you're gonna need a wind-free day. No more than probably 5-mile-an-hour winds, and that's pushing it because it's got so much lift. The slightest little bit of wind will just curl it right over and take it down. So this is for inside, like a gymnasium or something. And don't count on waiting for a day with low enough wind, because I've had this plane for 2 months, and today was the first day where it was actually wind-free enough to fly it. I mean, I've actually just had this thing sitting on the shelf and been flying my other stuff, so. But it's a nice value at 40 bucks. Really not too much bad you could say about it. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Comments appreciated.